Alright, so we are about to do the relegations for year 2. I'm going to plug in on my phone, make sure I can hear my voice. That is confirmed. Yep, there we go. Alright, so the way we're going to do it is we are going into, because we simmed 6 years into the future to get our first season going so that all real players were out of the game. And then we have now played a full season as is. It's gone technically 1 year officially, I guess I should say, but we've gone 7 years into the future. So we're going to a conference realignment or a relegation where teams are going to be demoted. On the screen, we're going to do custom conferences. The only conference that will be messed up is we looked into it and the MAC for some reason per this mod are not playing each other. So the MAC will be like a dead conference and we'll try to get them into other leagues. So what I do is I put everyone that is, there's independents. We're going to put everyone in each conference that is under a 3-star in the Power 5 conference. So ACC, we'll go through real quick. As you can see, Boston College is a 2, they're a 5, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go NC State. And you can see they're number 3 in the preseason poll, so there's your little look ahead into that also. North Carolina's 3, Pitt 3, 3, 3, or Syracuse is 4. 3, 5, and 2. So the way this will work is the ACC will be losing Wake Forest. Go ahead and put them in the independent. And they will be losing Boston College. Those two teams have been... yeah, so this is the funky part of it, is because the ACC is now unbalanced, I have to put someone over here. I can't take both teams out of Boston College, so I gotta just move someone over here for right now. We're gonna put Virginia Tech over there. Which button? Just to be able to swap teams. Swap Virginia Tech. We gotta remember to put Virginia Tech back. So Boston College is gonna be going to the independents, and they're no longer in the ACC. And then that's it. It's as easy as that. The ACC's done. Boston College and Wake Forest have been demoted, and we will see where they go. I will keep everyone geographically aligned where they go, where they should go. So you'll never see Virginia Tech in the Pac-12 or Boston College in the SEC. So the ACC's done. We will keep trucking along, and I'm doing this live right now because I have to get the games recording for week 1. So in the American, what we'll do, no one gets demoted out of the American yet, but what we'll do is add team to the independent, and the American teams will be one of the teams that teams will be demoted into. So you see right here, Illinois, even though they are number 7, they had a good year last year, they are now demoted. See where they go. I'm just going to kind of talk as I go through these. Indiana survives. Good, good, good. Michigan State. This is crazy. Michigan State will no longer be in the Big Ten. And this gives teams, we are going to do this, the board met, and I believe we voted on every 3 years now. I usually do it every 5 when I play the game by myself, because it allows a recruiting cycle to go through. So if a team gets demoted, they have a recruiting cycle to build themselves up. Or if a team gets promoted, they have a recruiting cycle, just like, say, Army, who's number 2 right there in the preseason poll. Say they get promoted to the Big Ten, they would have a recruiting cycle to try to build up teams. So it looks like the Big Ten is going to also lose 2 teams. Everyone else survives. Now we'll go to the Big 12. Looks like they're going to lose Iowa State. Yeah, I know, Bachagalupi. That's crazy. That's what it is. And then, you know, we have no, especially as the commissioner, I have no alliances or allegiances to any of these teams. So I follow my rules, and if you're under a 3-star in a Power 5 conference, in my eyes, you do not deserve to be there. So, looks like the Big 12 is getting cleaned out. They may have a whole brand new. They've lost 2 so far, so good. Oklahoma's good. State's good. TCU, Texas Tech, who played in the national championship, and West Virginia will be demoted. Hey, what's up, Creed? Congratulations on graduation, man. And then basically this independent pool becomes the pool that we will fill in all the conferences. So the American is not a Power 5, Conference USA is not, MAC is not, Mountain West is not, Pac-12. Power 5. Arizona, you're gone. Arizona State is gone. Yeah, and in real life, obviously, Vanderbilt's in the SEC to balance out the academic scores, but in this game, we don't care about that. Cal survives, Colorado survives, Oregon survives, Oregon State says goodbye. Utah is getting demoted. I honestly don't know how long Utah has been in the Pac-12 to start with. UCLA survives, Washington, and that's it. So it looks like every Power 5 conference is losing about 2 to 3 teams. Average would probably be 2. SEC, hate that it puts everything over there. Alabama lost a star or 2 this year. You know, they didn't have a good season. So, but they survived. Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia. SEC might survive with no demotions. Mississippi State's on the border. Missouri, Ole Miss, South Carolina survives. They had a good season. They were a 2-star last year, I believe. But they have, you know, they had a good season last year, and that season, good season bumped them up a star. See the national champion and number 1, reigning number 1 team. So the SEC actually will not have any demotions. Vanderbilt was a 3-star last year, so apparently they had a good enough season. I know they made a bowl game, so Vanderbilt earned their 4th star instead of losing a star and stays in the SEC. And when I do these, I do try to fill, because we are maximizing the potential of conferences. I will max out the Power 5 conferences at 14 teams. So it looks like the SEC is good, and this will be our. We're already on the. So this will be our pool of teams to fill in the non-Power 5 conferences. Obviously, Notre Dame and Army need to be looked at first for filling in the Power 5 conferences because they were already independents. So that will be noted as we go along. Dude, Buffalo and Cincinnati made the national championship about 2 or 3 years ago in The Sims. So what we're going to do now is we go to the non-Power 5 conferences. And And we will also put them in this independent pool. And any Power 5 team, any non-Power 5 team, so in the American, any team that is a 5-star will instantly become an independent. Any team is a 5-star. No one in the American. They become an independent so that we can fill in the Power 5 conferences with them. Southern Miss earned that 3rd star, but they had a great year, but they... And then the MAC. Doesn't look like we're going to have any 5-star promotions, but we'll get to all the promotions in a minute. Air Force is close. Sunbelt has the last chance. Our Chanticleers are close. Nope. No 5-star non-Power 5 conference promotion. Alright. So now we will go into the Power 5 teams. Or the non-Power 5 teams also. And any schools that are 3 or 4 stars, which I didn't see too many 4 stars, but we go down there from here. So any 4 stars or higher in the non-Power 5s, we'll go to the independents also, fill in teams. I'm just going to leave them in the conferences for now. But like Memphis is going to get promoted. Memphis will go to a Power 5 conference this year. UCF will go to the probably the SEC or the ACC, but UCF is getting promoted to a Power 5. I'm going to try to strip the MAC down as much as I can too. So the MAC is essentially I mean, I could leave them, I guess, because Air Force is going to get promoted to the Pac-12 most likely, or the Big 12. I'll have to decide when we get there. The Big 12 is nice because it's a centrally located conference, so we can put pretty much anyone in the Big 12. Air Force will be promoted. And I don't remember seeing any 4-star. Yep, Coastal Carolina will be promoted, most likely to the ACC. Maybe the Big 10. Let's see. Yep, so one team out of the Sun Belt. Congratulations to Coastal Carolina. All right, so now we're going to start filling in the conferences. So we need to put a team in the... Need to get rid of the independent. We're going to go to the ACC, and it doesn't matter at this point. We can realign the conference how we need. We're going to add a team to the ACC from the independent pool, or from the the ACC. We did have Notre Dame sitting out there. Let's see what they're... I wish you could sort these. Dang, Army. Army's most likely, but we'll probably put Army in the Big 10. They feel like a big team, Big 10 school. Yeah, so Notre Dame most likely will be going. I don't see any other. Yeah, Notre Dame is going to go to the ACC. Put a team over here. Balance out. Let's go ahead and grab Coastal Carolina, Sunbelt. Here, the ACC. Just 14 teams. They can have 16, but I try to keep them around 14 for right now. There's your promotions for the ACC. This most likely will be the new ACC conference. Congratulations to everyone, the 2 teams that got them. Go to the Big 12 now. In order. The Big 12 is pretty strict. We'll do them last. Big 10. We will add teams. Let's go grab Army real quick because we know that they're going to go in the Big Ten. See if any other independents were left that could be 3-star or more. BYU could, but we're probably going to put them in the Big 12 because they need a lot of teams. And it's geographically, they're out west anyway, so. Looks like that's all the teams to fill in those. Now we start looking at the non-Power 5 conferences. We have Cincinnati at a 3-star, they could go. Houston is most likely going to go to the Big 12, so congrats to them. Memphis could go to the Big 10. I know there's only, like 3 or 4 guys in the chat, but what would you guys think about Memphis going to the Big 10? They're kind of in the middle on the border. We could add them to the SEC because the SEC, I think, did need 1 or 2 schools. Could put Navy in the Big 10, but I don't want to put all the service teams in the Big 10. They're only 3 stars. So Memphis would earn it over. Memphis and Houston would earn the promotion. UCF, but again, they're down south. UCF might have to go to the Big 12. That's what's nice about the Big 12 is I just use them as kind of like, to me, they're like the last of the Power 5 conferences. I use them as a kind of like an All-American type. Looks like it might be Navy going to the Big 12 or Big 10. Don't recall any 4-star schools here. Nope. And obviously this is going to be Western teams, so yeah, I think we're going to go with Memphis. I agree with Bachagalupi. And obviously, I mean, unless it's a really far north Sunbelt team, which maybe Appalachian State, they're in West Virginia, I believe. So that might make sense if they had that 4th star. But Memphis, so basically it's going to come down between Memphis or Navy. Star, 3 stars. So following the rules, Memphis is going to go to the Big 10. So right now they only have 10 teams, but they are balanced. We'll keep it like that for right now, and then if we need to fill them in, we'll fill them in later. And then we did make a new conference, technically. The protected rivals, yes. Night games in November, yes. As I leave all this, yeah, there you go. So it should default. Ohio State and Memphis is a rivalry, apparently. Ohio State versus Michigan. Not even a choice, so maybe it's going to keep Michigan. Out of these teams, Wisconsin would be the that's for the protected rivalry. Alright. We'll get to the BCS Bowls later. I'll fill in all those slots. Yeah, I'll go through the divisions and switch them up. Like the East and West stuff, I'll go through and tidy that all up later. Just trying to fill them in for right now. So we've done ACC, Big 10. Do the Pac-12 real quick. They need at least 2 teams right off the bat. We'll go BYU. Could be BYU. Let's go check the Western. Teams in here. Air Force, that's right. Air Force is going to get promoted. Air Force is going to the Big 12 or Pac-12. I believe that's it for that conference. Mountain West. Nevada or San Diego State or San Jose State. So there's a couple filler teams that we can grab from the Mountain West. Sure, there's looks like 3-star is the next highest. The Houston, it's a little stretch. They need to be in the Big 12. Looks like we're going to grab. There's no Western-ish teams here to grab. BYU will go out there and they need 2 more teams to make a conference. So I got to fill them in with 2 more teams. So it looks like Nevada. SMU is Texas. I feel like that's far enough west but into the Pac-12. Yep, so it looks like it's going to be the Mountain West is going to fill in Pac-12. Nevada's 3-star with an 84 overall. 3-star 84. 3-star 79. So we'll grab 3-star 79 for Wyoming also. We will grab San Diego State. And Nevada. There's the Pac-12 now. And let's leave these off because then they just rotate conference. They rotate. And the game will make them play their, like Ohio State, Michigan will always play. Just extra. Weekday games, I keep the conference rules usually. There's a Pac-12. Okay, Pac-12 championship. That's that. So the Pac-12 is done now. Let it save. So now, however long we decide to do this, Air Force and San Diego State and Nevada will, and I might rename these East and West, or not keep North and South. It's just the default. Pac-12 is done. SEC's loaded up. So they already have the 14 teams. I guess we will leave the SEC alone for now. Again, I try to load up the Power 5 conferences with as many as possible. Let's go fill in the Big 12. They need 6 teams. So, independents. Anyone 4 or 5 stars? I don't think we have anything left 4 or 5 stars in independents. Nope. Well, we're going to start going in the non-Power 5 conferences and fill them in. 4 or 5 stars. Houston and Navy, most likely. I know UCF was here, so UCF looks like Houston, Navy, and Pac-12, or the Big 12 might as well just get renamed. the Texas Conference. If Or I throw another 3-star in there. Go make sure there's not another 4-star. Pretty clean. Out of the non-Power 5. San Jose State, maybe. Wyoming. So we've got some 3-stars in here to go off of. Go back to the American, grab UCF's already there. Tulane, 381, 384, 384, 379, 79, so it's like 84, 83. Looks like 384 is the highest that we have. 381. There's a 384. I feel like Buffalo in the Big 12 is a little too far east. I do say that I'll let them kind of go. And I'll need teams because the Max messed up on the mod anyway. So Buffalo would be a good team to fill in, prove himself in a team where they actually play their conference. Sucks because the Max got a lot of good teams. But I feel like that's just too far east with the Big 12. And San Jose State's pretty far west, but they're 379, 379, 79, another 384. The Raging Cajuns over there. So it looks like we have a lot of 384s to choose from. How many more teams do we need? We need 4 more teams. About the Big 12. We'll grab one from each conference. 379, 384. Congratulations, Louisiana. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll put Buffalo in. But Memphis was a 4-star, so I feel like they deserve to be there. But I mean, geographically, I do agree with you, Christian. Maybe we'll do that. But Memphis is gonna mess up the Big Ten again. Put Memphis in the Big 12. Put Buffalo over in the Big Ten. They're back. And then we can still fill in the Big Ten later. Big 12. We grab Louisiana, and they're Louisiana. They're close. They touch Texas, but they're on the east side of Louisiana, so maybe not. Let's go. See who my other. I mean, Navy could go to the Big 12. SMU could. That's another Texas team. Tulane's another Louisiana team. USF. Not even a Florida teams that won that first. Maybe Southern Miss, give them a shot to prove themselves in the Big 12. They're a 383. They had one of the best offenses last year. Where is Tulsa? They had a really good offense last year. They're a 2-star. 381. We're just gonna follow our rules. 384. 384. Navy's gonna go to the Big 12. So we need 2 more teams. Maybe we'll move Navy. Here. Maybe because we grabbed 379 and maybe Wyoming. That'll help balance out the Navy pick. Let's go with it for now. One more team. Marshall, 79. And I really feel like this Southern Miss team could help. For a 383. What else is above them? And SMU is a 384, so I gotta, following my rules, SMU should technically go. Looks like SMU is gonna go to the Big 12. Gonna scroll through, which we just got 79. I don't see any more 4-stars. Checking. Grab them if they were there. 381. There we go. 386, but that's too far east. Central Michigan can't go to the Big 12. Good team. They need to go to the. They're going to be going to the Big Ten. I need to fill in 2 more teams in the Big Ten anyway. Looks like the Big Ten, yeah. So a lot of these, and like you said, you know, geographically, a lot of these conferences, like the Mountain West and the MAC, they're feeder conferences for the Power 5. So sorry, Louisiana. Looks like, you know, they're a 384. So it's going to be between Louisiana, Raging Cajuns, or SMU. They're both 384s. So 84, 88, 83. 84, 88, 83. And yeah, I think SMU is in the Big 12 in real life. It's not. 86, 83. So SMU is going to be in the Big 12. All right, so that's your 10 teams. I'd like to fill in 2 more teams so they could have their 7. Maybe here we take Southern Miss and Louisiana to even it out. Or Southern, let's see, Louisiana. And 379. 383. I believe 383 was the highest. Southern Miss will be going to the Big 12 to round them out. There we go. That's your 7 teams. I believe there's 11 conferences counting independent, or there's 13 counting independent. Maybe 10. All right. Yes. But there is a Big 12 conference championship game in this game. Yep, there we go. Big 10. Rename the conferences. Name them something stupid. red and white. That way we don't have to worry about geography. There's the Big 12. And we knew going in that that was going to be the craziest of all the conferences. In real life, there's only like 2 teams there now, 4 teams. And in the game, there were only 6 or 7. So there's the Big 12. I usually name it something stupid like the blood or the sweat conference, like that. All right, so let's go through. ACC has their 7. That gives you 6 conference games, 6 non-conference games, or 6 conference games. And I think they played 2 on the other side, and then 4 non-conference games. Big 12 has their 7. Yeah, we've always done, for like 20 years, my family's done where those are the feeder conferences. Big 10 needs 2 more teams. Looks like 379. I know Central Michigan. Bowling Green beats out Kent State. Like Miami of Ohio, 384. Looks like Miami of Ohio is going to be 379. 390. UC, congratulations. UC will be in the mix. Alright, so East, let's try to, we'll line them in. So, Pac-12 has 12 teams, so they need 2 more. SEC has their 7. So the Pac-12 needs 2 more teams. And we're done. Pac-12. I know that we had San Jose State, 79. I feel like there was another team. Out west. Probably grabbed them from the 381. There you go. Unfortunately, Tulane's just gonna probably stay in the American. Yeah, they do. You're right. The Chippewas. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna grab San Jose State. That's right, San Diego State. Pac-12 may have a 2-star slate. I think any of these are far enough. Got Texas. Nice. San Diego State. Need 1 more. San Jose State. I believe we've grabbed all of the Western 3-star schools. Yep. That's all the Western 3-stars. Now we go down to 2-star. Let's go 2-star and find the highest 2-star. Well, gotta find a 2-star Western. Tulsa. And they're in Oklahoma. That's their department. These guys are too centrally located also. We're just gonna have to grab a 2-star school. I mean, looks like Arizona's an 86. Looks like it might be Arizona. 286. Hawaii. 286.87. Down between Hawaii. Arizona. 90.83. 83. 86.87. So there's a 4-point difference in the offense and a 4-point difference in the defenses at 86 and 90 for offense and 87 and 83 for defense. So do we want to see Hawaii or Arizona in the Pac-12? I like the idea of Hawaii just because they're literally in the Pacific Ocean. And it gives Arizona's one of those border teams that can go Big 12 or Pac-12. Alright, so now let's get rid of the independents and fill in these conferences. With these smaller conferences that I use as filler conferences, I usually don't care about making them even. Make them have a full. Yeah, that's why I went with them, Christian. Because I mean, Arizona just got demoted. They shouldn't get promoted right back. Right now they've got 6. I do try to keep the teams even. 6. So let's go Conference USA. Yeah, Conference USA is loaded. We'll probably not put another, even though we do need to even them out right there. And I try to keep the smaller conferences not loaded. The feeder conferences not loaded, but we do have a lot of independents that get back. So I try to not keep a lot of independents. So it looks like the American Conference needs to get loaded back up. They have 6. Let's go see if we can grab Western Independent. There you go. There you go. Got 8. Looks good. Mountain West has 8. We have 10. Here. Give them 2 more teams. And then from there, we'll just literally go in. Illinois in here. Iowa State. Doesn't matter, they're all going on. Boston College. But I do try to load the American and Mountain West because they have a little bit more prestige than the right now in the game. They have a little more prestige than the other conferences. It's all in 86. There we go. They've got 10. They've got 13. They've got 10. 8. Maybe they don't. I'm the most Western. Thought. It's all lucked out because they're a 1-star, but geographically they're. But that's it for the Mountain West. They've got 9 teams, so I do need a team. We'll grab one of the Texas teams. State. That's 10. Gives you an odd number of conference games. You have to keep, unfortunately in this game, you have to keep one team as an independent, so it's usually the lowest ranked team. Or I might just pull everybody out of the MAC. I thought we put Miami of Ohio in the Big Ten. From Michigan. Could have sworn we grabbed. Could have sworn we grabbed Ohio. Oh, it was UC, that's right. UC was a 90. We have 5 more teams that we need to load into the non-power conference. So 1. 11 means you don't have to have divisions. I'll try to put 11 in each one. There's 11 for them. They're already loaded. They've got 10. And it sucks because the MAC is basically a independent league. They've got 10. Even though it doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna grab Kansas State for the Mountain West so they can have their 11. We have 3 more teams that need to go. Wake Forest is the most southern team, so does the still need a comp team? Yeah. Put Wake Forest in the belt. They've got 8 now. The number 1 to 10, but geographically, none of these other independents sense to go there. And I guess technically Kansas is like centrally south, but that would put an odd number of teams there. Alright, so let's go through them. I think we're done. ACC, Atlantic, Coastal. We can leave these how they are. Maybe swap Notre Dame. They're good. The ACC's good. American has their 11 without making divisions. Big 12's good. They have their 7. Don't really care about geography in this one because we named them red and white. Might go through later after Baylor, Houston. Navy. I mean, that's a good balance. We'll probably just stick with this for the first year and see what happens. Crazy that Southern Miss, Memphis, Miami, UCF are in the Big Ten. Let's see what we can balance out here. West, Cincinnati does not need to be out west, but I mean, Indiana's further west than Cincinnati. Army's there, I like it. We'll stick with it for now. Big Ten set, Conference USA, loaded for some reason. Might grab Western Kentucky and throw them in the Sun Belt to give them another team later, or somebody from there. Like we're gonna have 3 independents: Purdue, Northwestern, and Kansas. MAC. Again, it doesn't matter because the MACs are independent anyway. Mountain West, they have their 11. Pac-12 is set. I mean, the only other option would be to grab 2 more teams for each Power 5. But I like the balance right now. See if any of these are San Jose State. Swap them with BYU. Yeah, I feel like this needs to be east and west instead of north and south. FSU does not need to go into the Big Ten. Geographically, that makes 0 sense. They would go into the SEC or the ACC. They didn't get demoted, so they're staying in the ACC. Maybe we just rename these guys. They're north, north-ish, definitely south. Like, how many teams we could grab? Tell you what, we'll just pull a Big 12, rename them the Blue and White Conference. Yeah, I kind of like the Big 12 could have done a Texas and non-Texas almost. So Pac-12 looks to be good. They've got their 14 teams. SEC's good. SEC was the only conference who had 0 demotion. Shocking. Sun Belt with 8. I guess I was going to grab one of the conference was it that had Conference USA that had way too many? Yeah. So we'll grab one of the Conference USA teams and maybe one of the MAC teams to balance out Sun Belt so they can have their 10. This is a demotion, so be the lowest team. Star 79, Star 75, 75. Let's go with North Texas. Gotta move this guy. Grab the wrong. Yeah, it has to be from this side. Oh, Charlotte, it looks like you have been volunteered to straight. Forward a swap. But I need Charlotte over here. We'll put UTEP back over there with Western. Grab one of the leave it max. Independent team. Yeah, we're gonna put Kansas there. I only have 2 in there. They have 10. West 11. Who cares about the macro? USC needs 2 non-power 5. But, come on. 11. Just say 12. I can't really take one away because it'll make it. Yep, 11. Okay, so there's your 11. And that now it's Conference USA down to 11, I believe. Yep, now we're good. That's it. We're good. This is all. This is the demotions. This is the relegation. We'll go through it one more time. This will be the ACC. This will be the American. This will be the Big 12. Big 10. Conference USA. Independents are going to be Northwestern and Purdue. MAC, which is essentially Independence. I think it makes like 2 teams play each other. I don't know why the mods. But it'll be nice next year to go to the new game. Mountain West, but they're 11. Pac-12. SEC. Again, the SEC was the only team that had 0 promotions. I mean, 0 demotions. And the Sun Belt with their 11. Every team's evened out, with the exception of the MAC, and actually I think the MAC still have one. So that's the promotions and demotions. Go to the conference rules real quick and set up the bowl games. We have the ACC, Big 10, Big 12, American, Pac-12, SEC. I want the Conference USA team to have any. I always use these fillers. So American, Conference USA. All Power 5. Mac's not going to have a Mountain West. And that's your conference games for next year. That's all for the relegation video. Thanks for sitting around for a little over an hour, and we will get the schedule out for week 1 of year 2. Get this season underway with all the new recruits. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, guys.